Hello! Right now we're going to go over how to take full advantage of CSS to layouts that involve a lot of data. For example, we have this nice page for the supporting donors of the LA Food Bank. And up at the top, we're utilizing this nice rollover effect for all of these different sponsors and donors. And they're all categorized in the HTML within the H6 tag. So each one of these is in a different div in a different H6 container. This is fine when there's a few, but what happens when you have hundreds or thousands? That would make copying and pasting virtually impossible. So what we want to do is just utilize lists right here and then apply CSS. So what do I mean by that? Well, if you open this up in Inspector, you can come over here and you can see there's no actual style applied to the list item. So I can click this plus and I can just start playing around. So one of the first things you'd want to do is set the display to inline block. This puts them all next to each other. And you go, whoa, that looks crazy. Well, yes it does. So that's why you would go width, let's make it 30%. Boom, now we got 3 columns. Let's give the margin, how about 10 pixels on the top, and let's say 1.5% on the sides. Boom. Now let's give it a border so we can see what the boxes look like. Border, 1px, solid. Make it light gray, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Little pro tip, if it's something that repeats, you only have to use 3, even though it's a hex. So CCC will work the exact same as CCC, CCC. So you can't have 5, you can't have 4, it's either got to be 3 or 6, and it only works if they're all the same. So I can just put in 3. And now I'm going to give it text align, center. And let's do padding, I don't know, 20 per, yeah, sweet. Now let's give this a minimum height of, how about 80 pixels? So min height. So if the text pushes it longer, it can go higher, but it'll at least be this high to make them all similar. Just like that. Okay, awesome. Actually, let's just set the height as that. Height, just like that. Okay. So as you can see, everything's just kind of stacked immediately. And we literally didn't change anything. It just did this automatically. So that's the power of CSS. And if we wanted to give this a rollover effect, we could actually do the exact same thing. So for example, we could come over here, we just go to add new style. You would just put li colon hover, and then you could just change the style. So you literally just come in here, we could give it a 2 pixel border, so it'd be border 2px solid, and let's make it black. Click enter. So now when I hover this, the border is going to turn black, just like that. So as you can see, now you could literally just copy and paste thousands of records in here, and all of them look the exact same. And you wouldn't have to actually change the HTML. You could just copy and paste it in, and then just use the visual editor in WordPress to make them all lists. And that is how you can take advantage of CSS very quickly and easily. Some things to consider would be the responsive design. So you might have to add some more qualifiers to make sure it looks good on mobile. You might have to look at the sizes and see which ones are bigger or taller to make them all universal, and some other things. But as you can see, it can be done pretty quickly once you know what you're looking for. Thank you for watching, and let me know if you have any questions.